I'm going to go hat off.
Wow.
I got to show it off every now and again.
You do. You have a good head of hair.
It's really getting into form right now. I let it grow out.
No grays?
I have some grays. My grandfather was...
I'm not wearing my glasses. I don't see them.
Both sides of my family, grandfathers had hair till death and had color in their hair till death. Wow. So
good hair genes.
We have some hair genes.
Yes. Well, it's a little bit of an awkward thing with the Skolnicks and the Abrahams in my family, where like the older four, different dad, way like better, thicker hair.
Yes.
Younger four, I think more on our, I guess maybe our dad has worse hair too, but like worse hair.
Interesting.
Distinctive.
I'm sure they like hearing this part of the episode.
That they have better hair?
Worse hair.
Hello, and welcome back to the Friday Feels episode of the U Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It's so good to be here with you, Jordana. A Friday Feels. We love the Friday episode. It really, I got to say, YouTube taking off. Yes. We have hit 20,000 subs.
Yeah, we're over it.
What was our promise?
I don't remember.
Was it
pole dancing?
Pole dancing?
I might have to wait a few months to be pole dancing. I don't know if that's recommended.
Pregnant woman's amazing. Holy shit. It'll feel like we're at the Claremont Lounge.
What's that?
Claremont Lounge is a strip club in Atlanta under the Claremont Hotel that has
only pregnant strippers?
That was like their thing, that they had like strippers of all types and sizes and shapes.
Okay, so like fetish, like if you're into a fetish.
Kind of. I would say, to be more kind to it, it has turned into this body positivity, feminist kind of strip club.
Okay.
It sounds
Is that
crazy.
what people want from their strip clubs?
Well, it was like an event place. Like you'd go there. It used to be the Claremont Hotel.
How many times have you been here?
Many. Okay. So it's like a party place. It's like more bar than it is strip club.
A gimmick?
At one point, it was a very negative story. I guess the hotel used to be where was basically in ruins. The strip club downstairs was like where you do drugs and bring a woman up, and it was a bad story. Okay. Then it got redone and taken over. The hotel is now this beautiful hotel. The strip club, they kept it and then I think now it's woman owned. The strippers all get like health insurance and they're known for different types being strippers that you wouldn't think of. Okay. So you'd see like pregnant women, and it's a party. It turns into this better thing than it sounds.
Interesting.
Right now, but I can go on and on, but I've been many times. I met the owner's daughter.
Okay.
I went with Michelle Wolf.
I didn't know you were a big strip club guy.
Not a big strip club guy.
Only this strip club.
Only
you
this
are
one.
on field.
I kind of This is the one where I would still. It's just got. I kind of.
Would you go for lunch?
Yeah, I go for coffee in the morning and I hang out with the strippers and they tell me how great I am, and then I go on my day. No, it is. It's a worthwhile site for anyone, whatever.
Would they let you be a stripper?
It's that I won't take that as an insult.
Well, you're saying they're taking.
Are you calling me an oddity?
They're saying all gender shapes and sizes.
Yeah, I think they would.
Okay.
You don't see men there. It's women, but maybe they would. I don't know.
Interesting.
I'd have to look more into it. I'm a little talking out of my ass right now, so don't quote me on all this.
This could all be wrong.
This could all be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards correct.
Well, that's all to say. I don't think we're going to do the
I'll do
dancing. Jared will do it.
I'll do it for us, and you can watch and commentate. Like I think you can be on the side.
All right, fine. I'll be like the announcer, the sports announcer.
Yeah, and
he's doing the
right. You can
going down.
If that's what we have to do as a Utah. If that was our promise,
okay.
I don't want to not
let anyone else down. Okay,
I don't want to fulfill an unfulfilled promise. If that was our promise of 20,000 subscriptions, because we have bigger goals than 20,000.
100,000.
We want 100,000, and we will have promise. We're going to do a tour of your house
for 100,000. Yes,
for 100,000.
My house.
And 100,000, you'd be like, oh, you guys really dream too big. No, there's YouTube accounts with like millions.
Yeah,
we get to 100,000. So this is me saying to you guys, let's start commenting, liking,
Yeah, you know,
get us on
well,
the algorithm.
10,000, we gave you a tour of Jared's apartment.
20,000, we go to a stripper pole place. I learned how to work the
Yes.
pole.
So do you want to be, do you want a public class or do you want a private class?
I want a private class that will be taped for public consumption.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to like really like
Get into it without ruining the experience for everyone else.
Right. Well, you know, when I tape myself on Instagram stories, like I've had people say to me, they're like, wow, you really don't give a shit. And I'm like, I didn't know that everyone was looking at me.
So brave.
Yeah. Right. So this is a Friday Feels episode that we're going to do a little something different. It is Betch of the Year right now here at Betches.
Yes.
So you guys, can you explain Betch of the Year and what's going on here? And
so
I'm just a guy who walks in here and doesn't shut the fuck up for an hour.
Betch of the Year Awards is honoring the meme-worthy moments that temporarily united our divided attention and fueled our Slack channels with some much-needed non-work related drivel to gossip about. So basically, it's our version of these awards. We've got like viral moment of the year, a lot of like internet-based stuff, but we're also talking about couples. We're talking about like people who killed it in all different areas of life. This year.
A way to look back at the year in fuckery internet stuff.
Yes.
And be like, hey, you have been acknowledged.
The viral memes, the astronomer thing, like anything that was like a big moment.
Win. She's got to win.
They've got to win.
The girl who taped
vote,
it.
and you guys can vote. So
we want you to go to the link in the description of this episode to vote for your Betch of the Year for all the categories. We are going to go through the jump scare couples. We're reviewing Betch of the Year's category for jump scare couples of 2025. We're going to discuss our initial reactions to each couple, whether we think they're going to last, and who we think is in it for real. So we're going to discuss these couples that have been, they're 2025 couples. Will they last? Will they, won't they? We will decide as the Modern Dating Podcast whether these celebrity couples can make it through the tries and tribs of life.
I'm going to add in another prediction on our end. I want us to guess how long they will last.
Ooh.
And then we can look back next year and see who's still together and we're still in the running for.
I love it. Before we get to this game that we're going to play, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 couples to discuss, I'm on the road. People, I'm doing shows. Table for One tour. I was at the Cellar last night tinkering with the set. It keeps getting better.
That's what I hear.
I work hard on my stand-up. I
haven't
work
seen it yet.
Behind closed doors. And then you come out and do the show. And I have to say, the people that have come to the shows, I want to thank everyone who's come already. What an audience. What a group what a group. It's like, you know, I have pride in the people who like this show. What a group of people that like enjoy what we do here.
Yes.
Because like smart, fun, and people who open for me, they're like your audience. The people that come for you, they're like, you can do anything. Like,
we're
I'm like,
proud parents.
Right. I really do feel that way. I get like a little bit, you know, soft with this stuff.
No, it's true.
It really, and it's not like I was like on the hunt to make a great audience. I was just like, I'm going to do me. It's nice to feel, I feel good about myself.
Well, it makes sense that we like our audience because they're like-minded.
Right. And that's kind of so to anyone who's been to the shows, thank you. And I take pictures after every show.
Ooh.
So like, doesn't matter.
Anyone.
Big titty, small titty. Small vagina, big vagina.
Pregnant,
not pregnant. No titty, male, female, they, them. Anyone who wants to come up and say something to me, I'm happy to have the conversation. And V took the pictures. I mean, like, just a beautiful experience to like meet, we spend so much time hating and online and bickering.
And our high tower.
Right. To shake hands with our peasants.
It's the dream.
It's just a beautiful thing. So if you're listening now, I am going to be in San Diego and Orlando to round out the year. I've added Tempe. I've added Philadelphia in the new year. We've already sold out the first show. We're on to the second.
Oh, wow.
Tampa,
when are you going
Houston,
to New York?
Dallas, New York, Toronto. New York is in February. Okay. We're already like moving our way through Town Hall. The second show will be added. Yeah, I mean, we sold out last time 2 shows at Town Hall. I'd love to get just 2 done and
Yes.
whatever. So jaredfreed.com for tickets. Assemble the group chat.
All right.
Are you ready to play this game?
Yeah.
Jump scare couple.
Let's get into these couples.
Okay, I'll read the first one. You ready?
Okay.
Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, the love story in a dystopian horror movie about capitalism. Oh, wait, it's real life. How do you
Okay.
feel about Jeffrey Bezos and Lauren Sanchez?
I think it makes sense as his second wife. Mm-hmm. I think
She's second wife coded.
Yes, she has big stepmom energy to
Yes.
me.
Okay.
Yes.
She does look like the Instagram filter. She looks like the TikTok filter that a woman would put on instead of doing makeup. Like It feels like her face is 2025.
But if you have enough money, you can be the Instagram filter. You don't
Right.
need the filter. You can make a filter is like a knockoff.
Right. The filter, it's wearing the fake Prada purse.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's got enough money for the surgeries to make it look like the real thing.
Do you think they make it?
Forever? No. They've been together a bit. How long have they been dating?
So 2019,
Right.
Now they're dating 5 years. They get married, or 6 years they're married. So how long do you think they get married for? How long do you think they stay married?
And how old is Jeff Bezos? Okay.
61. So that means he has, let's call it 30 years left on the planet.
Yeah. I think if you get married after 60, you should just have to stay until you die.
Have to.
I think so. I mean, like at what point, he's to get divorced with he decided to get married, legal contract binding
Right.
him to someone. One of the richest men in the entire world. Divorce seems like such a pain in the ass. I mean, maybe not because you have so much money that you can throw at the divorce, but I just feel like if you decided to get married again at 60, you should know everything there is to know about life at 60. If you make the wrong choice, you just got to stay till you die.
It's funny you
Won't
say
be that long,
It's
probably.
the reason it's happy holidays, everyone, from the U Up podcast. It's why your reasons are the reasons I disagree with you.
Really?
There's such a thing as too poor to get divorced.
Of course.
So there's people that are listening right now in marriages saying, I cannot get divorced. It would put me out.
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
When you're a billionaire and you're opting into the contract, to me, he has all the best lawyers in town where he's like, here's the deal. When you marry a
You
billionaire.
can also pay someone to go away.
Right. When you marry a billionaire, it is tough to get around the hierarchy, what's it called? I'm looking for a word. The power dynamic. The power dynamic is built in, whether you like it or not. I don't care how hot you are and what you do in bed.
There's a million hot people.
There's a lot of hot people who do that same exact thing for probably less money than getting married to you. So he is looking at you, Lauren Sanchez, and this isn't to say she's not a smart woman or a great woman. This is kind of the unfairness.
Sure, she's a great catch. I'm
right.
sure.
This is the unfairness of income inequality. He puts a contract in front of her and says, if you want to marry me, you agree to these terms. That's not to say they're unfair terms. It might be, this makes you a 50 millionaire forever. So you're not a billionaire.
Right.
But you're going to be, if I decide it's over, here's your 50 mil that is interest I make in a day.
Right.
To go away.
Seems like a good deal.
So for him.
For everyone involved.
Right. For everyone involved. Like, he makes it good enough for her to not care that this is kind of, and again, I don't know that this happened,
Right.
but this is my opinion of what's gone on.
Okay.
That he's like, here's the deal. You marry me. Here's how I get out. Here's here's how to get in. Here's how I get out. You're with me. You're a billionaire. You're without me. You walk away with this.
Right.
And it's really easy for me to do.
Can I ask, what do you think is the incentive for him to even get married at 61, not having any more kids?
I don't know. I actually don't understand. It's more for her.
Right.
So he has to really care about her.
Yeah.
One.
That's good.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Because for him.
Right. What's the upside?
Like, if I'm him.
They could just live together.
And he could just, again, he's rich enough to afford this. He doesn't need the marriage tax breaks.
Yes. she wants that. Maybe she probably wants the security.
This is one of those things where you go, what? I got to meet her. I got to know what
What's the secret sauce?
What is he intoxicated by?
I mean, he's just a man at the end of the day, right?
Well, there's also, he's just a man. Also, he might be, well, let's
Probably
look
a fucking nerd.
huge nerd. Let's look at all let's look at all the options. He's in love with her.
Okay.
That's
gross.
it.
No. Yeah.
We sit here highly unlikely.
Right. Okay.
That's likely.
Yeah.
He's
Sure.
in love with her.
Yeah.
So he wants to make her happy. He wants to be happy. He likes being married. Let's be married.
Yeah. I could see him liking being married.
Totally.
Sure.
2, they have an arrangement where he can be married to her and he has all the lovelies of marriage, but also she understands the deal that he
He's kind of in charge here.
is in charge and he can, have his whatever mistresses and business dealings, whatever he wants to do goes.
Sure.
That's possible too. Then the third option is what?
Might be just one of those two, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, my feeling is like, and I think this makes less sense for men almost because you see, I guess, men who get married he hasn't been married that many times. This is his second marriage.
Right.
So I think they could be married. I don't think it's going to be forever. I give it 15 years.
I think they're married 10 years. I'll do the Price is Right. I'll go lower.
You go lower?
Yeah. I think it's 10 years and they're going to have kids.
She's like
how old is she?
Too old to have kids, I think.
Maybe that's why they're getting
She's
married.
55.
Well, they do have a lot of money.
I mean, I guess if they really wanted a kid, they could have one. I don't think that's
so maybe there are no kids. Right.
Yeah, she has kids. She already has kids. He already has kids. I don't know that they're like.
I guess listen, we're operating in a world where just because he has a lot of money means he's evil and not relatable.
Right.
Like,
I mean, he's probably evil. They can't have that much money. How do you get to have that much money without being like a little evil? Like a little, just a little.
Right. I don't know. I guess you'd have to be a little. I don't know.
Just
I don't
a
know.
little bit. I don't know.
What? Well, you have to turn an eye to like how much you're paying people to do
That's
your
what I'm saying.
bidding.
There's like, I don't know if he's extreme evil, but you're probably not like the sweetest person. The sweetest man you've ever met is probably not
a billionaire.
the third richest man in the world.
Right. I don't know.
Anyway,
it's such an unrelatable amount of money that you can't relate to why he would get married. Like,
right.
But I
don't know how those
disagree
people
with you.
think.
To me, there's no risk.
Okay.
Like he has no risk in his life. This is why a rich kid starting a business is annoying, even if it's a business outside of.
Right. They have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. They have more chances, swings to take.
Well, let me ask you a question. How old would you have to be where like you wanted to get divorced, but you were just like, fuck it. It's like, I'm already here.
I don't
want to spend the last however long of my life getting divorced.
There are stories because I live close to my parents and kind of like now hang out with them and older people. You hear these stories about like people getting divorced at like late ages and it's like, what? They must have really hated it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the older you are, the more you'd have to be like,
but it is
how much time do we have left here? We're going to change everything.
But if you're miserable every day.
Right. But like why would you start being miserable at 80 with the person?
Right. I guess you're used to this pain.
Is there an age where you're like, I'm just going
like to think at
out.
like 60. I'm like.
Right. Well, that's why I said he's 61. Maybe he's.
Sure.
I think if I got to like 75, it wouldn't be worth the hassle.
75, 70, you're getting a divorce?
Maybe. Yeah.
That's wild.
70, I mean, I could live to 100. It's 40 years. I mean, 40 years spending.
What are you going to fight? You're going to be out dating? I guess so.
Maybe I could go on the Golden Bachelor.
You could. Right. It's. All right, let's do another one.
All right.
JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes. Sometimes gay pop icons find their Prince Charming on Celebrity Big Brother UK.
Okay. I will say, candidly, I don't know much about JoJo Siwa, and I know even less about Chris Hughes.
So I'm with you. And sometimes I like to just say what I know.
Okay.
And so that we can like talk about this, like to show like, where I am on the JoJo Siwa of it all.
Sure. On the scale?
Right, on the scale. I just know JoJo Siwa as former Toddlers and Tiara.
Dance Moms.
Is it Dance Moms?
I think it's
So
Dance Moms.
former Dance Moms kid who then becomes this child star, who then has a public back and forth of what their sexuality might be, then goes on this show, meets Chris Hughes, who I have no knowledge of. And the story became that JoJo Siwa is now not sexually oriented in one way, and now she's sexually oriented in another way.
Okay.
This is all while knowing that JoJo Siwa produces a lot of emotions from a lot of emotional people.
She's polarizing.
She's polarizing.
Does she have big fans?
She has an audience that, from the TikToks that come up on my feed, seemingly love and hate her.
Okay.
When I see that, she is a stay away from me.
Right.
Like, I don't even want to talk about her. I'm going to be almost a liar when it comes to anything JoJo Siwa related. I'm going to be so nice that it's as if I'm dealing with someone that I think less of. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're like, hi,
right.
Good to see you.
You're not trying to ruffle any feathers.
I don't want to ruffle any feathers. And maybe even saying this is ruffling feathers because I'm saying that her audience is so
intense. Well, she's
intense. And she's so intense. And it's someone dealing with their sexuality in the public eye where I'm like, I don't want to give an opinion on this. Like, and it seems that she has been, you know, she's leading the parade one week and then she's dating Chris Hughes the next week. And it's like maybe, and no one in this audience seems to come to the conclusion that maybe these celebrities are not worth, you know, dealing with the greater problems of the world and these subjects.
Right.
Like maybe they shouldn't lead the discussion.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think of when I think of
I
JoJo
agree. I
Siwa.
think that's also like why I haven't fully tuned into this story.
I think there's an age, and I think I'm saying that I think you're probably saying the same thing as me.
Yeah.
There's an age where you go, I've heard things, I don't care enough, I don't want to even say the wrong thing.
No opinion.
I'm out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, but they do have a 10-year age gap, 22 versus 32, which seems a little too large for me.
They might be broken up by the time this comes out.
That's possible. Yes. I would say, given the erratic nature of the little I know about her life, doesn't feel like it's going to be super. We're going to see them together in 2027.
Again, to go back to JoJo Siwa, I wish her the best. Yes. I hope I hope her life goes well. I hope she finds her way.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun. So, a tale of two Hollywood villains who found each other and maximized their joint nefarious vibes. How do you feel about this one?
I'm not sure, like, what the hell is going on with them. Did you see those pictures of them, like, making out in Central Park, which seemed very staged?
No. Sydney Sweeney, I don't trust anything going on around her.
Do you trust Scooter Braun?
Scooter Braun, I have no feel for. I just know that he's a record executive. So there are the pictures.
Like, what two celebrities
are just sitting
would
on
take
a rock?
A picture? There's like few of them like that, and they're like canoodling on a rock in Central Park. No one is doing that.
Not just celebrities. I'm never sitting on a rock ever again.
Yes.
Like that is playground. I would look too fat sitting on that rock. That is not a hot look for me. If a woman I'm with was like, hey, let's sit on that rock, I'd be like, no, let's go to a restaurant.
In Central Park?
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Well, they're doing that to be like seen and photographed, which makes the relationship even weirder because there's no way you don't know exactly what you're doing there.
Sydney Sweeney seems her greatest love is money.
Yes.
It seems that she cares only about making money.
Which respect. We live in a capitalist society.
Good for her. But it seems that she makes her money based on the churn of social media. She likes eliciting a response. She likes a fight in the comments.
She either likes it or is indifferent to it.
I think she likes that she makes money from it. I think she believes that argument about Sydney Sweeney means Sydney Sweeney makes more money. So the whole like jeans thing, like where she has good jeans and it turns into, is this a neo-Nazi conversation?
Right.
Okay. To me, that was a little overblown. I don't think when someone says I have good genes, they are saying that they are the more evolved race. Like it is something that has been said forever. Like the genes thing of like they've got good genes has been said without the connotation
talked about it with your hair.
Exactly. I don't think anyone's I hope no one's thinking that I think that I'm somehow above others.
Better genes.
Right. It's crazy.
Right.
I think she did that campaign not knowing that would be the response, and then saw the response and went,
great.
Good.
Yeah.
She knew she was going to make more money saying nothing on it than she was coming out with an opinion.
Well, Sydney Sweeney, who grew up, I would say on the poorer side, not poor, but like not wealthy at all.
She's from Spokane, Washington. I have been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jared knows her.
I know her well. She's also fucking hot.
Sure. She's very guy hot.
She's so guy hot. She makes me drool.
Yeah, she doesn't make me drool.
And she dresses in a way to make me drool.
She has a large sex appeal. She's not like that. To me as a woman, she's not like, I get the male appeal. I don't think she's
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
She's an older man would go va va voom.
I actually think she's like a pretty good actress too. So I'm a fan of her work, but I know that she's very like money insecure. And I think that's not about how much money you have. It's a state of mind.
Totally agree.
And so I agree. I think that she has a fear, probably maybe similar to you, of like, I might be irrelevant soon and I need to make as much money as I possibly can. You have that fear.
No, I have that fear
We've talked
too.
about it. I'm not like making it, I'm not speaking for you.
It's hilarious.
I think in her mind, she's like, I got to like hit it while it's hot and I'm going to like do every opportunity presented to me. And I'm going to, if dating Scooter Braun is going to up my profile, I'm going to like do whatever I need to do to get to the top and stay here as long as I can and make as much money as I possibly can because it could all be gone tomorrow.
You could not be more right. And she knows Scooter Braun is a guy who is automatically divisive.
Yes.
He's got the Taylor Swift thing worked into him. So Scooter Braun is a living, breathing argument in the comments. So to your point, Sydney Sweeney, who am I going to date? Guy I love or guy who will make the commenters angry and make me more money? I think she goes that way.
Yeah.
How long do they have left? They're definitely breaking up.
Yes. They'll be done by 2027.
So you give them a year?
Yes.
I think spring. I think this will go
6 months.
This is a cuffing season hookup.
Okay.
So springtime around St. Patrick's Day, these two will be broken.
All right. So you give them another 3 or 4
Whenever.
months.
Well, actually, let me change my opinion. She has a movie coming out called Carrie or Christy.
I think it's out.
So the movie's out. It's not doing well. Okay. What's her next movie coming out?
Apparently she had 4 movies out this year that all have not done that well.
They all didn't do well, but she's also executive producer on all of them.
Right.
So she has a cameo in Devil Wears Prada too. She'll have a new boyfriend for the PR tour for that movie.
Okay, so you give her till, you think they'll be done by Q2?
Yes. Let's do another one. Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick. This is a tough one for me.
Why?
You know this, right?
It's tough?
Well, because Bill Belichick is the coach of the team of my youth.
Patriots.
The Patriots run from
He's still the coach.
No.
Okay.
Bill Belichick was the Patriots coach from the year 2000 until 2020 something. So, but he was the coach for their dynasty.
Yes.
The dynasty that I have a lot of personal memories from. And to me, he's the greatest coach of all time when it comes to football. And then he starts dating Jordan Hudson, who is this 24-year-old former cheerleader that he met on a flight in kind of, if you look into it too much, it's kind of like a very weird story.
Isn't there like an escort rumor or something? I don't know.
I don't know what
That's true.
Listen, it's at some point all your heroes become
right
weird.
So you're upset about this.
It's upsetting to see. It's the fall of man. This is Shakespearean.
So no man are looking at this and being like, good for Bill Belichick.
No.
They're not.
No.
Really?
We're past that.
Okay.
If I saw Bill Belichick show up to a party with her and it was just some random chick, I'd go, oh, whoa, good for him.
Okay.
If I found out he was dating her, I'd be like, whoa, ooh, really?
Okay,
What
so
are you
men
doing?
are not
No,
finding
men are
this
not
to be like
immune. Men are
impressed.
not. No, there's no man supporting this.
Okay.
Supporting. There's no man that's like, good for you, Bill, unless they're making money from Bill.
Right.
Like,
yeah. I mean, 24 is very young, and her vibe also feels like there's something sinister afloat
I'm happy
here.
you're saying that, not me, because Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson, it's almost like it's a trap for men to say horrible things about women. Because the way she is very, and I see what you see, but it would sound a little bit worse for me.
I mean, I think we have like a raw material of that in that interview where she's like kind of telling him what to talk about or something like that. It feels a little bit like elder abusey. Not to take any credit away from him and his mental facilities, but like,
you're taking credit away from her.
There is a little bit of an element of like, I think as women, especially my age, we think like, what if my dad could be taken for a ride by a young woman? I
think men my age, what if I could be taken for a ride?
Right.
Like, this is like when women talk about dating and they're like, our biggest fear is murder. That is something I totally understand. I totally agree with. When men are fearful of like how they could be messed with, this is more in line.
Just be seduced by
seduced, totally have no wherewithal to say, I can't. He set her up with money. Like, he put real estate in her name. Like, it's almost like a professional sugar daddy. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but if it's mutual, if he's like knows what's going on, but do you lose like respect for him a little bit?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
You go, sometimes you just got to get older. Like,
right.
You got to grow up. And like, I'm sitting here 40, single, not married. Someone could look at my life and be like, Jared's a little embarrassing. Like, you're single still. You could have a girlfriend. And it's the same thing for him, where it's like you could have like
a normal hot age appropriate girlfriend.
Right. There's a million beautiful women, and you don't have to like put yourself at risk like this. You're dealing with someone who seemingly has her hand on the button of a TikTok that's going to tell everyone all his little secrets.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to feel bad for him when you're like,
well, that's the other thing. He also, over his career, was famously not great to the media.
Okay.
He was famously tough to deal with.
Now they're getting a revenge.
This is like, so he has not a lot of friends.
Did you see those pictures of her dressed as the mermaid? And he's like in the photo?
It's crazy.
Like,
how about him doing yoga on the beach with her on his feet?
Yes.
Like, he's holding her up with his feet. And you're like, I was like, he's my dad's age. Like, I can't imagine my dad holding a woman up with her. Like, I feel bad for the kids.
I'm trying to think if I was his ex-wife, would I be like loving this or hating this?
Is there a form of embarrassment you have when someone you date someone new that is kind of just a joke?
Probably. Yeah. I think it takes away from like whatever you had, probably. Right. Especially they have kids.
And this goes all ways, all genders. Like, if I was dating someone and they suddenly were dating like, the situation.
Right. Yeah.
That's the only, I feel bad. I'm sorry, the situation.
I mean, maybe especially the former version of the situation.
Right.
I think he's like a little more reformed now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it's like, it's also tough when they're dating like the perfect person. So.
Right. There's no win here.
Yeah. You just want someone slightly worse than you in all ways.
Do you think they stay together?
I mean, she seems good. I don't know.
From her angle, do you think like, is there such a thing? Like, could this just be her type?
I don't know. I don't know what her dating history is. I think, didn't she meet him in college?
She's 24. I mean, I don't know what history she could have with men this age.
I don't think it doesn't feel like a wholesomeness to this. I think,
it all feels fraught.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
Let's do another one. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. Former Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, with pop star Katy Perry.
Yeah. I kind of like them together, personally. I'm into it.
I'm into it too. Here's how divisive politics are right now. Like, there are people that just like, they see Justin Trudeau and they're like, they can't just look at this as like kind of a wild thing. Like, he's a younger, good-looking former prime minister.
Right.
He's with a pop star. This is a rom-com. Like, And there are some people that cannot get beyond whatever politics. I don't even know what his politics are. I think he's on the left of whatever Canada is. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't
That's
even
kind of
know.
that, I agree. I'm not like that invested in Canadian politics. I'm sorry.
Right.
Everyone hates me because I don't know anything about Canada. Anyway,
I think a
I have
loon flies in the air and wherever it lands is what they do for laws.
I have the same vibe as you towards him. He seems like on the more liberal side, I think.
Whatever he is, it doesn't matter to me. I think you can separate. Some people can't, but I can separate this story just being kind of like understandable.
Right.
Because you go like from both sides. Katy Perry, if you're Katy Perry, hey, the former prime minister of Canada has been like asking about you. You're interested.
Yeah, especially coming right off your divorce.
Right.
Why not?
You go, oh.
I think they make sense.
Right?
I'm into it. And I also like think when I see the pictures of them out in public, like he seems thrilled to be with her.
That's the other thing. If you're going into politics, you do fame seek a little bit, but in a different way.
Sure. I mean,
just to go into politics, you have to want
He's
fame.
already been in politics, but
right.
yeah. Right.
So now he's in his retirement tour. He's going to write a book. I'm sure he's going to get a ton of money for that. And he gets to like make speeches around Canada for whatever money he's going to make. He's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then you find out Katy Perry's into it. And you go, what? You're going to do it.
Yeah. And
like
I'm saying,
all of this, I can understand how both of them would be equally excited to date the other. And that kind of sometimes is all you need to start what could be a long relationship.
I agree. And they seem like into each other. He seems like body language, like thrilled to be seen out with her.
Well, politicians are nerds.
Yeah. You know what? I think they're in it for the long haul.
Wow. Yeah,
I think they get married.
Forever?
I think they get married, yeah.
I think they get married too. I'm with you.
Okay. They're my vote for they're going to be the longest run of the.
I'll join you. I'll back up your opinion.
I'm rooting for them more than any of these other couples.
Be sure to go to Betches.com, vote for Betch of the Year. There's a lot of different categories. This is so much fun to do every year. You can see who wins. So go to Betches.com and make sure you vote for Betch of the Year. Are you ready to give some advice?
Let's do it.
J&J, thanks for being arbiters of taste in the dating world. I have a question for the pod. I really like this question. I matched with a guy on Hinge and we had a phone call as a date 0. We actually talked for over an hour. Before we signed off, he said he had a closing question. Which one of my photos do I look like most often? He quickly added obviously you look pretty in all of them. What? I have a mix of party photos, pro photo shoot, and more daily makeup photos on my profile. What did he really want to know? Isn't it a given that people look different at parties compared to when they're running errands? Aren't I being more honest by having a variety of photos? Can I attach a screenshot of my profile for you guys to verify I'm not being abnormal? I'm 26 female. This guy's 34 male, if that makes a difference. I'm not out here trying to catfish people. I'm writing in because I'm slightly insulted, LOL. Signed, a not catfish Betch.
Okay.
Now, we have her profile.
Very important for the discussion.
It's the most important part of this email.
Yes.
But I do find the email very interesting.
Have you ever thought this about a profile that you've seen? Like, I'm not sure which of these looks most accurately depicts your day-to-day.
This is a way more relatable thing than ugly person showed up to the date. Like, this is way more relatable than being catfished because I do believe people are generally putting up pictures of themselves that they feel represents them. And if they're 10% different than on the date, you're still not like wildly like, this conversation gets mired in the extremes. I think this is way more of a like thing that happens every time where you get 5 pictures and 4 of them are from a wedding and then 1 with friends. And you're like, well, where's the human in this? Okay. And women specifically, men, our spectrum is not wide. Our spectrum, the way I look right now on camera, is pretty close to how I look when I wake up. Is pretty close to how I look at a wedding.
Yeah, not the same for
no. Me. Women go from hamper monster to beautiful swan
all in one day.
In one day, and they love doing it.
Yeah.
That's why those transition videos of going from the before my makeup to how I do my makeup to this look I'm going for. There's also TikTok trends where they're like, I'm going to look like a Boston 10 or I'm going to look like a Canadian 10. They do this all the time and I see them and I watch all of them.
That is a nice, refreshing part about dating men is kind of like what you see is what you get. It's not really going to vary that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like men don't really generally have like good and bad hair days or makeup, or no makeup. Like there's less, I think you look like this every single time I see you, no matter where you are.
Well, I did blow dry my hair.
Well, that's why it's kind of exciting to see a man in a tux is kind of like the only time you really get like a full different feel. Like I like when Mike's in a tux, I'm like, this is like a hot look. Because it's just like every other look is like so similar to the other look.
Right. That's fair. So when you look at her profile that we have in front of us, I don't know if we're allowed to post it.
We are.
We're going to post it. So she says we can post it. Okay. It is, if you're listening, you can go turn on YouTube. You can go see. Do you think that it would be tough? Well, let me also say, can two things be true at the same time?
Yes.
It is true that this question is stupid from him.
Okay.
Like, I think, like, which picture best represents you? Dude, say less.
Right. We know what you mean.
Like, you're saying, like, there's
But I also understand the question.
I do too, based on her profile.
I would have if a man, again, you would never see a man's profile with this much, like, diversity of types of pictures.
Right.
But if I did, I probably would wonder the same thing. Or if I was thinking about someone I was going to meet, I would wonder which version of that person I was going to meet.
Right. In the first picture, the lighting is like
the first picture is like sexy.
Sexy, and also you would never be in a room that looks like that unless you were in a sauna.
Or like a club.
Right. So that's not really an accurate representation of her. The second picture where she's in front of the painting.
Can't see her face.
Can't see her. The third picture, which is more au natural with the glasses on, does she wear glasses? Does she not wear glasses? Like, I don't think you need this information to go on the date, though. That's my problem.
I agree. I don't think it's like, I could see why he would be thinking it. Like, which version am I going to get? The fourth picture is sort of like in between, I would say. Seems like a mix.
Totally. And she has blonder hair.
Yes.
Seemingly.
And
because if I look at the third picture, her hair is a little bit blonde, but we're seeing like the under tones. But I would say she looks more blonde in that one.
Yes. So, and then the fifth picture is she's like basically in a photo shoot. Looks like she's wearing she's in some like traditional Asian attire.
Right. And that's like not her hair. Or
maybe I don't think so.
Right. So
it looks different than the rest of her hair.
Right. So
and the makeup looks very different than the rest of the makeup.
Right.
Which I get is like part of the look of what she's doing, but I get what I could understand why a man would think this.
Right. I don't, from my perspective, I look at this, I don't need more information than these pictures to go on a date.
Okay.
But I would be befuddled as to what I'm going to have show up.
I think my question would almost be like more, which one is your personality? Because they do seem like, I think the personality of the first picture and the third picture seem like but I guess he spoke to her on the phone for an hour. So I think he should probably get a better sense of like, which one more accurately represents her vibe. Is she like a little more bookish intellectual or like sexy club girl?
Right. And I do understand why she's offended a little bit because it's basically him trying to give her a review of her profile. Right. Like, it's like, just need to know what you're doing.
Just want you to know, like, you've got to like a little too much going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not up to him to say. Like, if you have a problem with how varied these pictures are, then move the fuck on, dude. But
if it bothered you enough, or I think it's something you could bring up on like a fifth date. I think I would like if I was like dating someone, I'd be like, I have to say when I saw your profile, like, I wasn't sure
who was gonna be
which version of you was gonna show up.
I have that. People say that to me with dates.
Yeah, I don't think that's insulting once you already like know them. It's like a little critique. It's a little bit of a critique, but it's also like not that offensive. Right.
This was basically her hearing us do a dating app makeover she didn't ask for. Right. And now she's asking for it, and we're telling her, yeah, we don't know who you are based on these pictures. It's like 5 different personalities because they're 5 different pictures of 5 of the same person doing, different, doing the different versions of emotions.
Right.
So take that for what it's worth. I don't know if that's like us saying change the profile because she looks good in it. It does show a varying, like
we do suggest varying like
Right.
locations and looks, which she's done. So I can understand why she'd be like, I've done that. I put myself in like you can see me and this is going out me. I would imagine the everyday look is closer to the one with the glasses.
Right. But the everyday look, I would imagine, I will say this, she has no picture of what she would look like on a date.
I think that's the bottom one. The blondish one looks like the closest.
She looks like she's in a dress at a wedding.
Right. She might be on a dress. Or it could just be a nice top.
Okay.
Well,
maybe. I don't know.
Let me ask you from this guy's perspective, because you're always like, for men, you're either like, it's kind of like a binary thing. You're like attracted or you're not attracted.
That's why I don't get his question.
That's why you think it's a stupid question?
I think it's a stupid question. I think he's talking himself out of a date.
Okay.
It's him being annoying.
Right. Like, does the date hinge on which one she says?
No.
Right.
Like, what's she going to say? Well, I wear glasses.
Yeah. I could see this being something you kind of like say on the phone because it just came out, as opposed to like, it's almost more offensive over text where you had to think about it.
Right.
But if you're like in conversation and maybe you're commenting on the other person's profile, I could see maybe that coming up at the end being like, if you were thinking that like, oh, which one do you look like most often? I could see that being something you would just say because you were talking about the profile. And I don't think it's as offensive as before the date, a text that you clearly thought about that you need the answer to.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's to me an offhand. On the phone, you can get more offhand comments than you can in texts.
Totally agree. That's a very important distinction as far as like, should she not go out with this guy? You should go out with him.
I think so.
Yeah, I think he said something.
You already committed an hour on the phone.
Right. For date 0.
I couldn't spend an hour on the phone with someone I wasn't like, didn't have a good personality mesh with.
More to your point, these are the things you say after an hour on the phone with someone that you've never met. You're kind of like looking for topics.
Right.
This
That's
topic of like, I've seen,
I could see him also like hanging up from that conversation and being like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Right. Well, we solved dating again.
We did it. We'll be back next week.
Boom.
Bye.